My best friends came to visit me yesterday. Obviously, I can't go into too much detail, but he's still working for the feds. And we had a conversation. I've actually thought about this before. So to all my Border Patrol agents and to all my ICE agents and my law enforcement guys, I want you to really think about this and try to think critically, okay? Here's the question. How does immigration, right, whether it's Border Patrol, CBP, or ICE, how does a law enforcement officer determine probable cause or reasonable suspicion that someone's an illegal? That's the question, guys. What are factors that you can articulate to give you reasonable suspicion that someone is here illegally? Can it be the way they're dressed? Can it be the language that they're speaking a different language, or maybe they have an accent, or maybe they have a dialect? Maybe it's an old Mexican man with a sombrero, you know what I mean? And some fucking boots because he's been working in the field all day. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a Chinese guy that, you know, some Asian dude. Does that give you a reasonable suspicion to believe that the guy is illegal? Does that give you reasonable suspicion to ask him, right, to confirm his identity and to confirm his legal status? I'm interested to know because it's very different than like a normal cop, right, that has probable cause or reasonable suspicion to pull you over because your tail light's broken or your windows are tinted. They're able to articulate it, but I don't know how I would articulate making contact with someone or pulling someone over, detaining someone, or asking them to prove their legal status. Maybe in some cases, right, if you're in an area that's known for drug smuggling, if you're in a vehicle that's typically used by drug smugglers during the time of the day that drug smugglers typically are smuggling drugs or human trafficking, that sort of stuff. Maybe something like that. But what I'm talking about is seeing someone out in the street, a freaking Home Depot parking lot, and pulling up on them because he looks Mexican, or because he looks Asian, or because he looks fucking Russian. I don't know. I'm interested to know. Maybe you guys have an answer out there that I don't know about. So just kind of got me thinking. What do you guys think? Are we allowed to change our mind once we get new information? I'll be doing a video shortly about use of force, and I'll talk a little bit about the case law, Grant versus Garner, and Tennessee versus Garner, and explain to you guys a little bit how law enforcement makes the decision, how they use the totality of circumstances when they're going to use force and that sort of thing. And we'll talk about it a little bit. I'll try to get some information from some of my ICE agent guys to see if there's something out there that I'm not aware of that gives them the reasonable suspicion or probable cause to arrest someone. That gives them the reasonable suspicion to believe that someone's undocumented. So I'm very interested to know what that is, if anything, or if they're having to use other things to articulate the arrest. But stay tuned. I'll post this video maybe in the next couple days. Make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe. You know, this shit's getting traction, guys. Stay tuned. Just keep in mind that the information that I give you guys is based on training and experience. It's based on things that I've seen. It's based on actual facts. And if it's not, I'll let you guys know. Things that I talk about and my perspective and my point of view are based on my experiences within the law enforcement community as a Mexican American, as a migrant child. Just keep that in mind. The information that I give you guys is solid information. It's based on training and experience. I'm surrounded by friends and people that I know that are still doing the job, guys, that are still out there fucking putting handcuffs on bad guys, that are out there on the streets. And I'm not talking about just ICE agents, although I do have a lot of ICE agent friends. Some of the people that I know, man, some of my best friends, guys, these guys are arresting fucking people that are like in the top 5 list of the fucking Americans Most Wanted. These are the type of people that I get my information from, guys, right? So when you guys are on the comment thread, just keep that in mind. I'm not getting my information from CNN or MSNBC or fucking Fox News or any media outlet. I'm getting it straight from the horse's mouth, guys, and bringing it to you. Guys, I want to make sure I'm very clear with what I'm saying. I am not talking about people that have warrants or order of removals.